think we're live. We have our first official Share Hope Through Arts community book with community submissions. It takes a community to change a community. Okay, so this one was, can you see it clearly? It's like a hope magnet that somebody made and donated. This is a paint pour in the back that somebody made and donated. Both different people, but both want to be anonymous. My friend Jill made me this for Christmas. It's the like a paver rock. It's pretty big. I love it. And she made felt on the bottom so I can put it in mirror display, like nice display cases. And this is the library display case at Westminster Library. So I tried updating Facebook with photos so you didn't have to buy the book but could see it if it's, it's about sharing hope, not the money goes right back into the fund and printing and covering cost of materials through the Community Foundation of Carroll County. So I get check reimbursements when I buy supplies. So I'm hoping to have enough funds to start giving books away for free. But we're not there yet. Come on, can you see better? Let's play around for a minute. Yeah, you're not going to be able to read it, can you? Alright, that's okay. We're going to hop through it. It's in loving memory of many loved ones who we are mourning. Share Hope Through Arts' mission is to prevent more deaths of despair and end to suicides, overdoses, drunk driving deaths. The book aims to share hope that help and healing are possible. In the United States, called 988 for help. That's the new suicide prevention hotline. Share Hope Through Art is a nonprofit under the Community Foundation of Carroll County in Maryland that aims to use art as a suicide prevention outreach. And it's also all deaths of despair. So it was originally just suicide, but overdoses and drunk driving and all of that as well. This is the first example of a collaborative community book. Each chapter has the potential to launch a book series. The goal is for sales to help fund the nonprofit and make books free to libraries, hospitals, treatment centers, and for those who cannot afford it. ShareHopeArt.com. We're on Facebook as Share Hope Through Art, and the Facebook group is Share Hope in Carroll County. So we have a table of contents, and the areas that are highlighted are areas that are blank. You'll see as I jump through it. Again, I try to share photos and it won't let me, so I'll keep trying. And it's too big of a file to put on the group to download for free, so I have to figure this out. It's not about it's about making it all available to anyone. So the 7 chapters are, Say Yes to Hope is like a 1-page on hope. It can be whatever an individual thinks. And again, it's sharehopeart.com. There's a submissions tab, so you can submit your own story. Again, the chapters can be launch book series. The Living Your Legacy, the fact that each person has a purpose, you're sharing how people find it, live it. The Ameliorate Stories of Hope, short chapters based on personal stories of addressing using a difficult situation for good, either personal experiences or helping others. I know many phenomenal people who may live in Westminster want their stories heard, read, of the great things they are doing to make the world a better place. So I may be contacting some people. Some people already got permission to share. Remembering their legacy is remembering our loved one's legacy. Lessons, not dwelling on ways people died, deaths of despair, unless it led to a nonprofit or an outreach. But just remembering the good times as well and the positive lessons, but how they contributed, about their love, positive example, positive quotes, poems, and how love lives on, accepted. 0 here is related to preventing deaths of despair. So poems, lyrics, insights, things on that nature. Share your story and wellness tools. All ages welcome. Share your personal story, and you can include your wellness tools, or you can include your wellness tools and keep your story out of it. It's up to you. But how you personally overcame hardship, lessons learned, words of encouragement. And 2050 is a fun idea of write the future you want for 2050 and how we got there. This is a short fictional chapter stories book. If we get enough uplifting submissions, would be great to publish as a fundraiser. And yeah, I think that discussion of how do we want the world, and less than 30 years is a great topic. So it'd be cool if schools did it, saying how do you want it, and trying to keep it positive as well. So this was just an example of the flyer I put online, and I was able to reach through doing a call for rocks for suicide prevention last year. I met Jill Spriggs, who is an amazing friend. She's turned into an amazing friend, and she has a ton of her art in here. And then when I did Calling All Artists, I met Mary Ellen Bem, who's a musician, and she writes her own music, and she makes amazing. Yeah, she's so insightful and a good friend as well. So it's neat because you do these outreaches and you get one response, but what an amazing response. So it's not about numbers. The quality is absolutely of people amazing. Zach Tomlin wrote Life as an Artist Regardless of Where I Wind Up. Art brings people from diverse backgrounds together. From personal experience, it also contributes to better mental health. He does do Tomlin Technology. He just wrote a thing on his Facebook, and I asked for permission, and he said go for it. Just that how art has helped him in his personal life. Now, Dr. Eric Gustafsson, he works for NAMI, and he saw my blog on NAMI, and he contributed. He shared in the blurb, this has helped me with my mental health. It's, helped him, and I didn't quote him, but he said I should have. But climb the mountain and soar. He's always loved art. I quote most of what he said, or on his website, which with permission. Yeah, but he served. He's a great individual, and we provide education and advocacy to people in community and work hard at ending the stigma around mental health. I also teach psychology classes at community college, which is neat to know. He self-published books and everything. Eric Eric with a K, GUSTAFSON.wordpress.com. So my NAMI blog, I got one submission as a result, and this is a great submission. So I think my norm is one response, and I'm all about it. I'll keep doing things. And Jen, I don't know how to say her last name. God bless. Harvalek. She's a Facebook friend. She's a wonderful person. She's a real life friend too, and she does photos, and they're so beautiful. This one says, "You are your own miracle. You're wonderful and needed, flawed but perfect. You are reading my message because you don't always know or believe this about yourself, and you were pulled at this moment to read my words. You are loved. You matter. Never give up." So if you're listening, I'm gonna you're supposed to hear that. And this is the library display at Westminster Library. And if I feel like leaving the house, I want to go get this in the library. I have 2 other books in there. If you go under Viers, VIERS, you'll find them. This is a poem I wrote. Should I go grab it? So the idea of community books is because I'm going to look for it. I'll come back later. I didn't get dressed today. Really, I'm still in sweatpants and stuff. I look pretty frumpy, but I think most artists have days they stay frumpy for a while. Dedication to my loved ones. So this was published in a different book by an organization that's now closed. I think it was $50 to get your own book back in print, and it was a competition, but then you read everyone's included, but it was a scam. But I'm like, man, that would be cool if everyone's just included. It doesn't matter. That's what I want to do, is include people. There's no scam. You can, audit the foundation. It all goes to supplies. They get receipts. There's no scam. But the idea of having it, when I got the book, it just felt so amazing to get my words and my poetry in a book. I'm like, I want to create that for people. That feeling of being included and published is awesome. And I don't want there to be barriers. If somebody does a drawing and maybe it's not good compared to so-and-so, but we're not supposed to compare. So if it's something that helps you, then share it, This is a wonderful woman that was a neighbor who's like, I'll be anonymous, but I wanted to read it. So there's so many anonymous people helping me. Abstract art frees the spirit, nourishes the soul, engages the mind, rejoices the heart, challenges fear and prejudice, creates limitless new realities, requires constant improvisation, rejects conventions and limits, opens up unknown interior worlds as an ending is unending. Experiment is a fearless adventure, is a free verse in color, is a personal, even intimate, demands of self-confidence, captivates the imagination. My poem, you have to get the book. It's in my, I think it's in other books as well. It's in the Crap Happens Philosophy book. I was just on Crap Happens Philosophy page, but I got this book back the same time as this. And this one, the last page of it is share your story and saying, hey, so after you've dealt with things or you want to share how you helped yourself or others, jump on the community books. So this is Mary Ellen Bem, Sing Over Me, she has in here. Again, this is another anonymous submission, but this is a painted rock and a picture I took of my cousin helping me over a tree with a shadow over a river. It was an intentional art thing 15, 20 years ago. But yes, grab onto hope, hold on for you and for me, we need each other. It's a flyer I made a while ago. Is there any way to make this more clear? Sorry guys. And so this is paint your own rocks. You can design your own rock. This is at Robert Moon Elementary School. We are each unique and beautiful, but together we are a masterpiece. And it's kids' hands traced. I'm I love that. I would love to get tons of schools, community bulletin boards, or it's positive and tons of people are invited to participate. This is just Oceans of Possibilities, and it's a community coloring page at Westminster Library, which I'm I love that. It was their summer reading theme. And there's random flowers in the book of just flowers I shot that are in Westminster. I think I shot them. I don't even know. These are huge Jenga pieces that we paint and stamp. This is I don't know if you can see the dollhouse, but I had it set up as an art display, so all the painted rocks and things, and then we put animals in there, and I'm hoping to be able to use this as a therapist with permission. So that my kids have two dollhouses. I intentionally got one for art displays, so they only really use one at a time, so not taken from them. This is a $1 tree picture frame, Hope Happens, that I stamped. So the idea is all of these are series that aren't more people are involved in, not just my stuff. That's the Carroll County Times paper, and today I choose hope, peace, happiness, love, joy, to live, laugh, smile, be me, think, dream, inspire, shine on, wish, believe, faith, and that's all stenciled. My friend Heather made this raccoon, and it's so cute. Another anonymous one, these are wooden pieces, shine bright, here's a scoop, you matter. The idea, we love puzzles, and this, a few of us, it's we all kind of fit together and we each matter. Your life does matter. I think Jill made this one. And then again, these were donated by one of her friends. You are enough, you matter. Spread your wings, hold on, it gets better, be unique. These are Westminster Bible Church. They invited me to come with a youth, and we painted rocks and we put them as a cross here. But it was a fun thing. But I realized picking rocks somewhere and painting them is exhausting. I had a whole bunch of other crafts too, and I can't do that on a school night with little kids. But yeah, if I had somewhere I could, yeah, it was a good learning experience. But it's still there. So here's different buttons. I have a 2.25 inch button press, probably 15-20 years, and it still works. But I have design your own buttons as well. So I'm just going to try to go through it. It's 150 pages, and we're on 31, so I'm going to go a little bit faster. Just want to show everybody how cool this is. Again, I'm going to try to get it into Carroll County Public Library, and the goal is to get it into libraries across the country, get it into treatment centers, get it into behavioral health centers, different themes, so just to keep it going. And this one was actually made at Westminster Bible Church. I should have given props there, but staying positive doesn't mean you will have to be happy all the time. It means even on the hard days, you know that better ones are coming. Believe in the impossible. You can do this. Will it be easy? No. Worth it? Absolutely. Getting help. It's okay to not be okay. Believe in yourself. The old suicide hotline is still working, the 1-800-273-8755, but it's also 988. So much easier, right? And here's some more peanut rocks. You are amazing. This display was at the Out of the Darkness walk in Carroll County. You matter. The sun is a daily reminder that we too can rise again from the darkness, that we too can shine our own light. SANGN. It's a quote. Again, there's like blank pages, so like you can add your own art to them and inspirational words or whatever you want. We have I had a friend help interpret hope and positive words in Spanish for me. Esperanza. You are tu estés importante. No estás solo. I definitely do want to learn more on that. These are peanut cards and bookmarks we made for the behavioral health world. I have a annual report book I made last year where I said how many of everything we went. So I don't know if those went to the mental health ward of the hospital or a treatment center. I can't remember. I think I have it in somewhere else. You are here for a reason. You are beautiful, victorious, enough, strong, amazing, never alone, chosen, always loved, capable, created. I saw an artwork on that, and I just kept going. Those little hands are my daughter's on. She was standing on something, and the sun was setting. So, yeah, that's ours. Bridget McGinnis does Oregonite Obsessions, and she makes these beautiful, beautiful pieces. Mission to save the world one crystal at a time is hers. Wonderful person, huge encouragement. I met shortly before I started this nonprofit when I didn't know what I would do, but we had the same loss of somebody we both cared about to suicide, so we kind of bonded over that, and we both want suicides to not happen anymore. So we, she supports me emotionally to keep going with what I'm doing, because this didn't happen overnight. Like, there's been a lot of people I've gotten more no's than yeses, but like I'm getting yeses now. But it was like, yeah, the amount of effort, the amount of failures I had or closed doors is like, yeah, if it was a circle, it's like I finally found the hole out of the circle to actually start doing things like where I'm working at as a therapist. And yeah, things are coming together, but it wasn't, this wasn't immediate. So if you have a good idea that's going to help people and you feel like you're getting a lot of failures, you just got to find the one. Eventually you'll find the spot in the circle that's open and can work, but you might find all the wrong spots first, if that makes any sense. Me and my daughter do murals, so I kind of started and then she kind of adds, but the concept of, in the Crap Happens, we have the Pit of Despair. I call it the Crappy Pit of Despair, but we just had a conversation because I drew this person. She kind of went in and drew herself, but drew a ladder. It's like, everyone can get out. Like, this is a normal place to be sad and upset, and we can sometimes help, but that person has to help climb. Like, you can't actually carry anyone out. They have to do it, but you can be there to support them. And she's only 7, and I have the You Are Always Loved, and she just drew like little flowers and stuff. I think doing artworks with your kids, even if you have like something you love, letting them, it's even cuter. Like, yeah, she adds on to a lot of my art projects. Living your legacy. What are the lessons, advice, memories, inspiration, thoughts you want to continue for future generations? Words that guide you. I think I got a message. It's fine. Your purpose and support system. So, again, it's ending. That's a despair. So if you are having a hard time, you should identify who you can talk to. And we often have, I think in here, like the 988, like places to call if you are struggling. Oh, I want to jump to Tawnytown Baptist is their OWLS program. They've kind of Nancy runs it, and she's been amazing. Like, I've had a lot of pushback from certain churches now. I mean, Westminster Bible Church was good with having me come, but in Tawnytown Baptist, I don't even go there. It's been like 7 years because we moved. And she said, "Oh, you can come," and yeah, sure. I printed one sermon. She made copies. If you want, what do you want the next generation to know? What advice do you have? Love one another. So it goes through, what would you want someone who is suicidal or struggling with addiction to know? Your life is a gift from God. Live and love life. Things may be rough at times, but it will get better if you let it be. I'm 93 and a half years old. There were tough times, but I dealt with them and moved on. You can too. What makes you happy now? What do you enjoy doing? Being with family and friends, going places. Do you have a favorite quote, song, scripture, saying, place, motto you want us to know? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Amazing Grace, Old Rugged Cross, and Psalm 23. Over here we have somebody who also said, what would you want somebody, number 2, to know? You are not alone. We have ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country, which is a fun quote. She also said, do unto others as you would have them do to you. So you have to get it to read it. But then this is what's your name, age, and advice. I did this with them. I want to do this more because it's a fun way to just say, what's your advice? And a lot of people can't come up with it, but for a few of us, and you can add your own right here. And there's the survey I did with them you can add. And then the Ameliorate Stories is like, the song Hey Jude, take a sad song and make it better. It kind of goes with that. I share my story in here, but my neighbor serenaded me with that song, so it always felt like a connection to that verse. And it makes so much sense. So it goes in, basically, how do you take something sad and make it better? So we have a few people. Curse to Cures. Jenna Shriver wrote this, and I'm like, this is amazing. So she wrote this 12/21/2021 at 11 p.m. And I'm like, yeah, she's such an inspiration. I follow a few people on Facebook just to be inspired. She's one of them. She is a photographer, and she does amazing work. She's just a phenomenal person. This is a librarian. Remember, never forget. This was a book on the Holocaust. Sarah's Key by Tatiana de Rosne. The concept of never forget and learn from it. I just feel like that ties to the Ameliorate Stories of, even though we had this hard time, like, we can make it better, but we have to remember there are hard times we don't repeat history. And if you have a significant tattoo you want in the book, let me know. sharehopeart@gmail.com. The world needs you. So let me just start flipping because it's been a while. So we're going to keep flipping. We have another submission with lyrics and things. We have Important of Education, Overcoming Hopelessness by April. We have quotes from House of Ruth, and I did a workshop with them in 2010. And the cool thing is that where I'm working at Springboard this summer, they did the Clothesline Project and a whole entire What is Love art event, community art event, which I'm like, that's what, when I went for my interview and they said they were doing this, I was like, this is where I'm working. This is it. I think the fact that they did this, I'm like, yes, exactly. So there's a love button and some of the, yeah, you can look up the Clothesline Project. I don't know if it's, yeah, amazing. The partnership of a Healthier Carroll County looks like they were involved in it as well. So they have different colors for different people that know about domestic violence and just share their view. And I have a blank shirt here. I do know is from Christine Sykes. She submitted this one as well, I think, via email. And Jamie Sparkles, she made a comment on a friend's one on her desire to be like, my journey in life now is to make other adopted and foster children know how valuable they are and how much purpose they have for their life. I take my pain in my healing to teach and help others. She hopes to establish a nonprofit in Maryland. I'm not sure if she moved or not, but the concept of her taking her personal story to help others in that situation, beautiful. Littlest Lady Cares. Look it up on Facebook. I share her story. She has these choose happy, be kind, never give up. So I have blank ones here with permission. I have, I should have numbered it, but like 15 different examples of triumphs over tragedies. This is also in the Crap Happens philosophy book. And a lot of them are in this book. So when we go through, we have AA coming from Alcoholics Anonymous, coming from people struggling. We have more examples. We've got the Judy Center, which is a youth outreach from her husband did it in honor of her. Rita's Closet, a huge tragedy of a car accident with a teenager with her prom dress turned into a store where they create college funds. The store that sells prom dresses at a discount so people can have their own dress, and it also helps with college scholarships. So, huge tragedy, and a nonprofit, which is similar to Sophia Madigan's playground in Frederick, a house fire, and they created this playground in their honor to help kids have a better childhood and better memories. Suicide Prevention Rocks is Joshua York legacy because he passed away from suicide. Jill, who has, you'll see, I think you saw a lot of her rocks already. She did a whole bunch for their Guinness Book of World Records. I think she did like over 100. She's given me in 2 years probably close to 100 rocks and probably over 50 cards to give away. Phenomenal. Like, wow. Rising Above Addiction we have. I have some poems just kind of saying, hey, do you want people to follow in your footsteps or not? The Community Foundation I'm under, I mean, they have memorial funds. So they have that as even a category in their nonprofit. If I get closer. We have grief, poems, words, remembering their legacy. I go through a bunch of kind of sad situations, but Zero here on preventing deaths of despair. I have rocks I gave away at the suicide prevention walk, and then share your wellness tools, call out. My stories at the end, and then the 2050. And my little girl did gosh, I can't see. A beautiful painting, beautiful drawing for me that just says love and hope, and a big heart says love. So things like this can make like the oh gosh, I can't see it. I'm so sorry. I try to upload photos and it's not letting me. The concept of the one page. I mean, it can be like it can be a 7-year-old doing something with love and hope, something happy. Just yeah. So, and I have my 2050 of, saying I want, that's a despair over. All right, so thank you for listening. I'm going to keep trying to find a way to get the pictures online. ShareHopeArt.com. Have a good day.